Hi there. Well, this is another one of my little videos. This is off-grid motorhome solutions. Today we're going to look at Wi-Fi in the motorhome. There's been lots of different options for this. One is that you can actually do it from your mobile phone and then use it as a hotspot. You can go out and pay about £80 or so for a cheap Huawei router or hotspot, mobile hotspot. But if you really want Wi-Fi in your motorhome, from which you can use a smart TV and benefit from all the internet channels. If you want stable Wi-Fi pretty much anywhere you go, then you really need a serious router. Now, Sapphire, they make a router which was designed for the security services and the rescue services. It's a high performance piece of kit which will receive 4G signals from the masts. Even if it is a weak signal, it will pick it up from an external aerial and then it will channel it down into this machine. You can then connect up to 100 different devices to it with its own network name and your own password. So this gives you complete security. It enables you to fit it to connect it to any device you want. So you could have an iPad, you can have your smart TV, and you could have your laptop, etc. connected. Now, for people who need to work with internet, or if you just want to enjoy the benefits of Netflix, etc., this is a very good machine. So this is what it looks like. It comes with 4 aerial possibilities, 2 input aerials for the 4G and 2 Wi-Fi aerials for internal. It comes with a complete manual. And I don't know if this will show you, but you actually do get 2 SIM card slots in it, which enable you to have a spare SIM. So if you're traveling abroad and you want to use a local data SIM, you can do this without affecting the SIM card that you have actually put in it. Now, these are relatively simple to configure, but it does require configuring through a laptop which is connected to the internet. So it's about sort of 10-15 minutes of work, but once your SIM card has been connected, then really every time you switch it on, it will connect, and it is a reliable and a strong signal. The other thing is that it has a very powerful Wi-Fi, so if you want to do some work outside of your van and even go down to the cafe just down the road from where you're parked, you will still probably pick up your signal up to sort of 500 meters away. So this is not just one of your cheap Chinese MiFi devices. This is a proper router. It does cost £600 to purchase, including the VAT, and this includes an external aerial. It would be about 2 hours work to actually fit it into your van, and we will do this at a charge of about £100. Right, so I'm just going to show you where the aerial connections come in, and I'll go up on the roof and show you where the aerial is. So we're just going to go round to into the unit here where we have taken the aerial. So I've taken the aerial through the roof, it comes down, and we haven't trunked this because it is actually protected. And here are the two dual band aerial leads and the power lead, which I have taken off from the one of the switches in the 12 volt system. It should be protected with a 1 amp fuse, and so we've done that, and a bit later on I'll plug it all in and show you how it works. So we're now up on the roof, and we have fitted this aerial, this little antenna. The cables go straight through the roof. It can be fitted just flush to the roof, but in my case here, because there is a little raised piece, I felt that it was better if it was actually more exposed, and because we've got it fitted too close to where all these other items are, including the aircon, I have extended the base of the antenna in order that we get a fairly uniform view of where the signal will come from. So there we are, that's what it is. Normally, as I said, if you didn't have all these obstructions, then you could just very simply fit this flush to the roof. It's very unobtrusive, and it is extremely effective antenna. Okay, so we've now fitted it inside the cupboard. I've connected up all the cables. I have switched it on, and it takes about half a minute or so for it to find its signal. It's now flashing red and green, and after a little while it will give us the signal strength that we are getting, and there we are. So now we're actually ready to roll. It's telling me that there is a full signal connected so to the internet, but there is no traffic going through. When traffic is going through, this little the small green light will flicker. Right, so now it's actually ready, it's stabilized, and when traffic is going through the internet, that lower light will flicker. So we've also got one output and 3 LAN outputs, so now we can actually connect with an Ethernet cable any device directly, and we can connect the laptop computer to configure the SIM card via the Ethernet cable. So what I haven't done it yet, but we're going to drill a hole to allow the Ethernet cable to pass through, so that we don't have to dismantle this every time we may want to reconfigure it or use an Ethernet cable to a device. So that's it there, really. It's all very good, it's all up and running. So we're now going to switch the telly on and show you how we can get some of the internet services. Okay, so we fitted a 22-inch smart TV. It's a Cello TV. We can supply these, and you know, but you can buy them anywhere you want. They do take a little bit of you know, getting together. You have to get your Wi-Fi network name and password put in, and then you need to download the apps for each of these things. We're actually waiting for a Netflix update, so I'm not able to show you Netflix, but if we go over to the BBC iPlayer, which is here. Okay, so we come on to iPlayer, Takes a little while for it to come together. And there we are. So we've got BBC iPlayer. We can now select the programs we want. With Netflix, we can go to YouTube. We can put in a dongle, such as Amazon Fire Stick, or a thing. They go into the side here. There's the socket for the Ethernet, and there is a micro SD card which boosts the internal memory. I've put a 32 meg card in there. Just helps it to run a little bit faster when you're actually inputting information. So you have to read the instructions. It's fairly there, but it does now allow you to pick up TV pretty much anywhere without an aerial. But you do obviously need to put a SIM card in. This SIM card will cost, obviously it costs money. I've chosen just for this time of the year, I've got a monthly pay 4 gig EE SIM card, but you can get as much as 40 gigabytes for about £20 per month. So if you do use the internet, and if you like to watch this kind of TV and have the catch-up facility, then I would suggest that this is well worth it. So there we are. It is quite an investment, but I consider that if you really want to be connected anywhere you go, what with 4G being now being pretty much universal, and this will work as well abroad, so you can use this abroad. If you have a VPN subscription, then you could even have iPlayer and ITV and use it abroad. So there we are. Pretty versatile. It'll work, right down in the sort of depths of southern Spain, as well as up in the northern parts of Scotland. But I think that it is far better than the little MiFi devices that you're given for about a couple of £100. And if you do need to use it for work, then really this is a no-brainer. Okay, see you next time.